issue sorted. And here we are, Newcastle Jaguars are playing on the CT side to kick things off. CEX with the utility on Fraser and Rezu. And the CT side, Artemis with the defuse kit, the HE there. I'm going to go aggressive. They did this, I believe, in one of the early few games out here. They did get punished for it against the T side, but very quickly CEX will make their way into the A bomb site. Rezu going to come off their backside and take down Shreddy very, very quickly. Icarus will be able to trade one back. The CT is going to hold down their line and get their headshots lined up. 4 versus 3 situation now to the favour of the CTs, but no, very quickly he gets traded back. Artemis on just 12 HP now, 2 versus 2. And Newcastle Jaguars just going to make this whole thing work, and the square gets 2 shots on shots, lines them both up. Even a TK from Blaze, and CEX claim first blood.
Yeah, TK there coming in from Blaze. A little unlucky in the end, but CEX, I think, probably would have taken it either way in that pistol. A little unlucky for them there. I do apologise if anyone's noticed any stirring. I believe that's the GeoTV lag, but it usually clears up. I think it might have already cleared up, so yeah, crisis averted there certainly. As CEX move into their second rounds, and the round they'll be looking to take, but not if Electra can handle it. Going to take down Nuke Dog. Rezu's going to be able to trade it out, and LS is going to be able to take down Shreddy, and that's going to open up the B site now for the CEX side. Rezu able to chain 2 frags together, leaving Artemis on his own, on his lonesome, Deagle in hand, and I'm afraid for him, not going to be capable of salvaging this one.
That doesn't look likely. Deagle out does get a little bit of tech damage on Fraser, but at the end of the day, Rezu has completely dismantled most of the CT side. They're already messing around. Are you for real, guys? Come on. Artemis gets finished off by Rezu. $2,400 in the bank for him. 4 SMG kills, $600 apiece. There's 2 rounds for CEX. A bit of an expected result, obviously, because forced by play out, and a fully come out for the Newcastle Jaguars as well for this one. I believe it's where they stack the site, trying to see if they can bank on the fact of taking a couple of players out. Yeah, they're all fire going to go towards B, trying to see if they can push mainly. Actually, it's where the bomb is, they can still get it.
Certainly could. That being said, just as we say that though, chain of frags running together. Actually, couple of CEX players going down, but I think that's mainly just the pure aggression over towards on that B site. CEX are going to find it in the end. Square actually surviving there with just 1 HP, so able to bring his weapon through to the next round at the moment. CEX, I think, more than any round, need to be careful on this one, considering the weapons that Newcastle Jaguars have been able to purchase in comparison to what is a relatively weak weapon setup from CEX.
Yeah, not the best in the world, obviously, trying to get the value out of the SMG as much as possible. Understandable for Rezu, he's already done quite a lot, but the rest of it will be quite nice. Opening 2 for 1, 3 for 1 trade, and almost trying to make it 4 for 1, unless Rezu indeed connect onto Icarus, and Artemis is all left alone. CEX picking up Newcastle Jaguars. Although Artemis does catch 1 cheeky kill, Rezu not expecting the man to be close towards it, so that'll do some damage. If he can get 1 more frag, that'll force the revive on another T-sided player. That could really put CEX's economy into pay, considering how weak it has been so far. But right now into Z Connector, the smokes are going to clear. LS has no idea where he is, and eventually will be able to read correctly. Artemis goes down, 4-0 on the board for CEX.
Yeah, CEX looking extremely confident coming into this one. Newcastle Jaguars, unfortunately for them, now they had the advantage weapon-wise in that previous round. I thought that was going to be the round where maybe they get around on the board, but CEX just shut it down so fast with the play towards mid. Newcastle Jaguars now left in a really tricky position, and LS actually gets brought down to 11 HP. I thought he may be able to tunnel a few frags together there, but not really the case. Square actually pushes out towards A, and he gets dinged as well. And well, CEX have not had the best start to this round, but maybe this is where it turns around. Nuke Dog's going to be able to take down Shreddy as the bomb makes its way around towards the B site. Nuke Dog's already out there, so they know they've got the control. Icarus just remaining for Newcastle Jaguars with, well, that about sums that one up really. Rezu just going to catch him out mid-air, jumping for some reason.
5-0 CEX. I've noticed actually, I haven't been able to do that. Hold on, that's better. There we go. Double offset now coming out for the Newcastle Jaguars. Max loss bonus on the board now for the CT side. Can CEX put up to pay with this one? Square still going to go in with the SMGs, interesting enough. Trey instantly deals with the man. Nuke Dog also falls to the hands of the CT side. Rezu tries to get the trade right back against Electra. 5 on 3. Frey will eventually fall to the 4 on 3. They have got access to the B-bomb site. Rezu can't fall the back of the site. So, 40 seconds on the retake. There are 2 defuse kits in play for Newcastle Jaguars. Rezu can lead his team hopefully into the charge position. Square that you want. Really aggressive. Oh my god, straight in towards trees. Sprays down 1, looking for the second. And he connects it together, trying to turn the Glock on towards the third, but can't quite do it. He will get traded back. Blaze spots Fraser out towards the corner. The gun barrel of the AWP is massive, and Artemis doesn't even realise there's a player so close to him towards the tree. They're just putting tons of utility down into the bomb site itself. He will eventually get challenged. Rezu now is suppressed. They should be able to get on the bomb site itself, and Artemis will finish things off. The defuse will come through, and Newcastle Jaguars will be able to get there first on the CT board.
Yeah, close rounds. Newcastle Jaguars able to catch CEX off at a few little opportunities there, and that's definitely helped them in that one. CEX don't think will be too disheartened by that. I think this is going to be one where they're able to get back into it. Shreddy's going to be on a bit of a weak buy at the moment. They've got the utility, they've got the weapon still. He's not going to push them back too much, but we are going to see a double AWP setup coming out from Newcastle Jaguars. Icarus and Electra going to be holding those weapons, so probably an AWP towards both. Maybe B and A, or is the AWP? I believe Blaze is mid from what I can see. Either way, these CX players are going to have to face an AWP. 1 minute 25 remaining for them to do something at the moment, as the bomb is in the signs. Shreddy does actually go down in the end. Square looking to fight the player on quad, but does get taken out by Blaze, who was just hiding in that smoke there. Very smart from him to be able to catch these CX players off guard.
Oh,
That's
wow.
That's a bit of a tricky one for Blaze to swallow.
That's a bit of a shame as well, since he survived the onslaught attack from Sandbags. At least Ellis will get traded back, but Electra on the B-bomb site will fall to the hands of Rezu. Yeah, a bit of a shame that Blaze went out, almost in a bit of a blaze of glory after that nade. 3 versus 2. Nuke Dog going to make it 3 versus 1 as Artemis ends up falling, and now it's all up to Icarus with the AWP backing towards Z Connector. It looks like he is going to be saving, and indeed that is exactly what he's going to be doing. Back out towards a run for the hills. CX are about to claim their 6th and reset Newcastle Jaguars, which is quite funny because this is exactly the thing that they were able to do against their other Newcastle opponent, OP Newcastle. So
it's a bit of a
I don't know, a taste of your own medicine, I guess, if you will, for Newcastle Jaguars.
And CX are able to get in the end. The question is Icarus going to get away with this one? Actually, might not. Now Resi not peeking the angle, not forcing the issue. Newcastle Jaguars are going to have an AWP because of Icarus being able to save that through to the next round, but the rest of his team not going to be putting up the same type of weaponry. We're going to see a couple of CZ's Deagle and a 5-7 coming out for Blaze at the moment, but you don't fancy the chances against a very much on-point CEX side in this tournament. No team's really phased them so far, and Newcastle Jaguars looking to be the first team to try and maybe just challenge them a little bit in terms of maybe just skill and just general play here. Rezu actually needs to be careful if he actually pushes through here. A bit of a tricky one, and for a second there I thought he might just get that.
Looked like he was. Shredding the Eagle have to turn things around. It doesn't matter too much how the rest of the CTs will fall all around him. CX doing their jobs, picking apart Newcastle Jaguars. Icarus didn't even get a single kill, so he's back on the B site this time, saving CX. Know exactly where he's going. They will give chase. Try to see if they can hunt this player down. They've got 10 seconds to try to see if they can get this exit frag. Gives Newcastle Jaguars absolutely nothing to work with in the interim. How about LS? LS does get the headshot. That's very unfortunate for Icarus. 7-1 now, CX, and again, they've taken away the one weapon that the CTs had to work with. Now, there's not enough money to try and force the buy. They're going to have to eco.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, they just can't be affording these type of rounds. But no choice in this regard. CX has put them dead where they are. Rezu just giving Square
I love how Square just around like, look of betrayal. Just like, what? Why?
What the
Why?
hell, dude?
Why did you do this? Why did you do this, man? Why did you do this? Anyway, Newcastle Jaguars are going to stack the A bomb site, so it doesn't matter too much, and it should be an 8-1 for CeX.
Yeah, bomb going down. 3 plants on the B site as Newcastle Jaguars stack up on the A side. CeX, I think, really now just going to be just hunting for the frags more than anything. Even if they didn't need to go for these frags, at this point, you just tell this team that wants to get frags. They want, they want to bump those numbers up and get, just gain confidence and just punch their opponents into the floor. Essentially, just give them nothing. And that's exactly what they're doing so far. They're giving them absolutely nothing. That being said, we are going to be moving into rounds number 10.
Look at this money line for a second. Hold on, CeX. Oh my word. Looking like a very similar situation to their last series, and is a slight concern for the Newcastle Jaguars. They have got the AWG out over towards the A site, and Shreddy's doing some decent damage going in towards the B defensive, but they've gained control of the site. Icarus will be able to take out the lurker of Fraser, but now all the remaining CTs need to square up and try get a coordinated retake out, because the bomb has gone down. CeX once again forcing their hand, and there's no diffuse get either for the CT side. Whereas you're going to start to extend when he realizes the player is going to hear those footsteps. He knows what's up. He's waiting. He's ready. And Artemis will fall. The Blaze takes Nuke Dog right back, right quickly. The CTs will storm. They've got access to the site, but they've got to fend off the things out towards Checklist and those other places. LS going to hold on. Rezi going to get traded. LS gets himself a second frag, and now it's all up to him. 1 versus 1. Icarus close with the AWP. The Molotov should go down. LS should be able to force the issue.
Smart.
Icarus, is he going to stick it? No. Not going to happen. I think if he actually stuck it with a defuse kit, then he would have been able to get that regardless. LS. Execution on the headshot. But yeah, 3 kills for in a 9th round for CeX.
Newcastle Jaguars losing the B site way too easily, way too quickly as well. CeX and Newcastle Jaguars in a lot of these situations just don't even have the time to sort of rotate over and give support. Even the bombs planted their own side, and they're already in the defensive positions before the CT players have even made it, in towards heaven and tree, and it just really isn't working at the moment. Icarus is full flashed and just getting a little bit face to face there.
You gotta be kidding me. What on earth is this? Point blank with the P250s. They've somehow turned it around. Rezu and LS still fighting. Back to a 2 versus 2. Will go in a blind shot straight through the smoke. The bomb's still out in the open. Blazer picks up a Mac 10, and he will be able to do some serious damage. But for Newcastle Jaguars, there should have been a whole lot more out of that round. I think they would have absolutely loved to steal that one away from CeX.
You can tell there was a bit of teamwork, a bit of cohesion there. LS able to find the frag. I'm assuming able to coordinate with his teammate roughly where the player was, able to find the frag through the smoke, and what just seemed like a blind pot look shot ended up being really vital to CX's round win there. 10-1 at the moment. Newcastle Jaguars struggling a little bit to get into this first map in the final. Best of 3 for those who are just tuning in. We do see some frags going down, and once again CX do find the B site. It seems to be their favourable site in this one, and it's one that they know they can take with some relative ease. They do lose players, but it's showing success at this point. Artemis, Blaze and Xterra to retake, but look at Fraser coming from behind, and if Newcastle Jaguars don't act soon, they're going to find the assassins coming for them. Fraser.
Well, actually, Blaze deals with it quite quickly. 2 versus 2. Very quickly, he will rotate back towards the site. Tries if he can take down Nuke Dog, so he's extremely low, but it doesn't matter. Ellis has got his back covered. Artemis will fall, and as will Blaze. 11-1, CeX on a 6-round tear in a row now. And the Newcastle Jaguars are looking a little bit more like pussycats at the moment.
Yeah, I'm afraid. It's a nice little analogy, but unfortunately CeX are making this team, which has been so good so far, unfortunately just not allowing this team to show its true colours, essentially. And Newcastle Jaguars are probably feeling frustrated at this point. They've tried and failed, and it's just not working for them. That being said, this today is one of those days where I say something and the opposite seems to happen, as Newcastle Jaguars actually on a round which you might not have expected. Have a chance here. Just as I say that, Fraser and Square once again proved me wrong. So I'm just going to stop predicting things at this point, and I'm going to let you carry this one.
To be fair, they are on low HP, but it would be pretty embarrassing for Newcastle Jaguars to lose this one now. They have focused fire on the A-bomb site, but CeX are going to B instead. Both players are going to rotate
Fraser
back
on the
towards
AWP,
mid. Fraser is on the AWP, but
So
again,
low
it's
HP,
not going to
not
matter that
too
much it's not going to matter that much because they are on low HP. So if he misses his first orb shot, he's basically done. Blaze now with a flash straight in 2 shots, shuts him down. And Square is all that remains. Mac 10 in his hands, going to heaven as well. He's going to hear both of these pairs of footsteps, so we'll know what's up. And the bomb is not partner for him either. Moving forward, Artem's going to look for him. Sprays on through. Stray bullets to land. Someone's just got to stick this defuse, and it will be more than fine, but they're still going to look for the frag. And yeah, Square will end up falling. Newcastle Jaguars finally get their second on the board. It's been a very long time coming, if I do say so myself.
We've waited for it, to put it that way.
Yeah, most certainly have.
But it's always nice for them to get some rounds on the board now. There's a couple more rounds for them to do something here. 4 rounds to 11 is certainly within the territory where you can come back into games, but is that likely to happen, especially considering, you know, the economy for CeX isn't terrible still. They're able to rebuy, and even after losing this, they should still be able to pick something up. Fraser is going to go down to 6 HP, so not the best of starts for CeX.
Might be what Newcastle Jaguars need to build off of. Admittedly, Cash is quite T-sided. Ooh. I thought that bounced away for a second. That would have been a very nice Molotov for them to miss on the CT side. I think CX are going to take a mind the other way. They're taking out plays and moving into the mid position. 5 on 4. 2 players lower HP. So again, Newcastle Jaguars have some holes to punch. They have to actually punch them. And indeed, they will. 3 kills come back. Fraser and that's quick to trade to a 2 versus 2. But again, it's a 2 versus 2 where these 2 exact players are extremely low. Ellis is charging in actually baits up the AWP shot. Knows where the man is and then able to do some damage onto Electra. One needs to get planted back at the site once again. AWP Fraser spots him, takes him down, and Ellis will fall in his place. The Molotov burns and it all comes up to the Orpers 1v1. The next bullet will win us a round. Will it be to the favour of Newcastle Jaguars? No! Fraser, great peaks, understood where the utility was coming in from. And gets a 12th on the board for CeX. Very, very confident stuff.
Well, that was some rapid action there to find that final frag. Had an idea where he was, went for the sort of the essentially what was, you know, just a straight pre-fire, expecting a player to be there. Certainly was in the end. The gamble pays off, and what a better place to gamble than a casino, I guess. So
Yeah.
last round of the half is Electra gets a little bit aggressive, and it pays off. And Newcastle's going to fall down to him. So still a chance here for Newcastle Jaguars to find a round before this ends, but it's looking unlikely. Square and Resi team up to take down Icarus, and Electra going to try and slow things down, but not going to be the case. LS is going to find Electra. Maybe now it's just a matter of time, especially with Fraser still up on Fork. This guy's able to cause some damage, and he might just find the last 3. Certainly will in the end. 13 rounds to 2 as we change sides. And Newcastle Jaguars, what do you think? Do you think they can get back into this this map, or do you think that's probably the nail in the coffin?
I would have said a pistol would be the nail in the coffin more than anything else. Just because obviously this is a heavily T-sided map. I think CeX are probably going to take this one though. I think the Newcastle Jaguars were heavily reliant on getting that T side. It's going to be a very, very difficult half to come back from the pistol. Well, I say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the first step is this pistol round. So let's see if they can do it right here. The Glocks are out for the T side, and they're going straight in towards the B bomb site. There's actually very little defense. There's one man towards mid, the square. 3 players locking out from MBK toward the site itself. It's all going to come down to Ellis. He's just going to get overwhelmed by players. Still takes one with him. The headshot needs to come through, and indeed it will come through, but Square quickly drops the bomb right back. Artemis has got to get this trade. He taps and taps and taps, gets so much damage, but no kills goes towards his favour. The bomb's going to get denied by Fraser. Again, clinical with his aim, and Icarus is forced to fall back. They do have a little bit of extra support coming in from Electra. Just do some damage, take a second frag as well. 2 versus 2. We're back to evens once again.
Certainly are 2 versus 2, but Newcastle Jaguars in the slight upper hand here. Both of these CeX players are going to be on low HP, but maybe not, because Icarus is going to be your last alive. But with the Glock, 17 HP on Square, 11 on Nuke Dog, it's still certainly possible. 43 seconds, so he's also not forced to act fast, but the bomb is down on the B site, so he's going to have to act on this. Interesting to see who's going to come out on top here. One well-placed bullet from either of these CTs could end These Newcastle Jaguar hopes.
Nice first off for Icarus. He gets first on Nuke Dog, spots out Square, who takes the headshot opportunities. 20 seconds remain. It all comes down to who lines up the next bullet. Icarus tempting fate, trying to find Square, and he will be able to do so. Newcastle Jaguars clutch the round 3-13. Now back within 10 of CEX's lead. And a very, very nice pistol round. Not the most amazing pistol round, but for certain, a nice pistol round for the Newcastle Jaguars. Again, the journey of a million miles begins with a single step. And they have taken that first step towards victory. Now they've got the MAC 10s, and they've got the AKs for extra backup just in case. We know CX like to work with these pistols. And hopefully, Newcastle Jaguars won't get shut down in this round.
Yeah, Newcastle Jaguars. You see a couple of names coming out there. And actually, Nuke Dog's going to go down. Square's going to follow as well. So, CEX now in a really tricky situation because they've only got these upgraded pistols to work with against a sort of okay buy from Newcastle Jaguars. The best you're sort of going to get in the in this stage of the second half. But CEX now just need to think about this one a little bit. CT side, they're going to be holding the A site, and these two players look like they are still going to come to the A site regardless of the fact of what's going on.
He gets frags. Where's you going to come up for two though? Looking for his third. No, not going to happen. The fourth round on the board for Newcastle Jaguars. Holding on to the steady comeback this year, Will, but it's nice to see that now this team's starting to look a little bit more like the Newcastle Jaguars that we saw earlier today. You know, it definitely felt like on that CT side their strategy had fallen to pieces. You know, their very confident style of play just sort of become starstruck by the CEX squad. And, you know, that's the very last thing you want to have happen when you are a competitive CS team. So obviously, it's the hole that they've got themselves. They found themselves in. Now they've just got to dig their way out of it, and they are starting to make some progress on that. Just got a long way to go. Curious for 2 frags. They've got the bomb actually. Hold on a second. If Shreddy can't get these frags, then we might have a couple of problems. P2K, no, Shreddy locks out 2 and the third as well. So Newcastle Jaguars with their fifth are going to hold on to the comeback.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought there might be hope. CX able to catch out one of the Newcastle Jaguars players, but not able to reclaim the gun or even hold the bomb that had been dropped. So possibility for him there, but not going to go into anything. But this is their first real sort of round since we went to this half. So are CX going to be able to return to winning ways, or is CT side going to be there down for Newcastle Jaguars? Going to be giving us the answer now as Electra. You're going to be able to combine onto both Square and Fraser. And was in such a good position. How he gets none there is completely unbelievable. I'm not quite sure how that doesn't happen.
He was kind of torn between 2 different targets because one wide peek, one quick peek, and then they just combined the spray, and eventually the kill came through towards, I believe it was Shreddy there. Bad luck for Rezu in this particular case, and now 2 versus 4, LS and Nuke Dog. Up for the retake, one coming in from Benson, one coming in from Heaven. How are they going to place themselves on this when Icarus is so ready to take down Nuke Dog? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to bite in this particular case. Maybe he might. He's coming towards it. So he's peeking. He's just going to decide to back off. Yeah, CEX will be saving right here. Maybe Shreddy can get the exit. Nuke Dog is ready for it. Flashbang blinds Shreddy instead. But Nuke Dog spotted it. Sprayed. Taken down. There we are. More damage done to CEX and Newcastle Jaguars. Keep the hype train rolling. This T-side is looking a lot better than I was expecting here.
I'd certainly agree with you on that one. CEX have just looked a little out of it so far. Not really finding the same form that they've had on the T side, and maybe that's just the way that this map plays out, or maybe it's more to the fact that CEX just aren't as strong in terms of the way that they manage their CT side. That being said, one round could change everything, as Fraser looks like he's going to play aggressive, but that flash might actually just catch it out. Certainly will in the end. Artemis able to find the frag onto Fraser. LS does still have a rifle he's carried through from the previous round, so there's still a possibility to cause a little bit of havoc, especially with Nuke Dog. He's going to be able to find that frag. Going to be able to trade up now to an AK-47, so don't count the CEX team out just yet. Even though Icarus has just found that frag onto Rezi, still the rifles for CEX are still up at the moment. Square's still alive as well with a P250, so all the possibilities still remains as Newcastle Jaguars make their way out, and that's a good prediction for Nicholas does take down Square. Going to stop any sort of.
Wow, the dink as well on the dog. That's just getting worse and worse. The X spray comes through. Damage even going to get returned. Nicholas is so close to getting his frag. He wanted it during the after plant in that last round. LS is way out of dodge. He's not even going to think about coming into this retake. It's all just down to Nuke Dog, see if he can do anything. Newcastle Jaguars looking so good here on the team side. Eventually, Icarus gets that wall banger. LS does catch off the Hunter of Electra. They will all scatter on the team side. I think they can hunt him down a little bit more, but I think he's fallen back far enough to the point where he is safe in this round. It will be a 7th on the board for Newcastle Jaguars. 5 in a row. None for CEX on the CT side. This is a quite an interesting state of affairs here. I mean, I wouldn't say unusual, because again, Cash is relatively T-sided, but
unusual for CEX.
Unusual, yeah, it's unusual for CEX. And after that, the first half performance, I was expecting that we might be able to take this one relatively comfortably.
Yeah, maybe just trying to get some rounds together and just maybe just put a block onto CEX. But is it going to be a permanent block or temporary? That's the main question to ask at the moment. As this is going to be up in this round with Rezu, going to be using an AUG. This actually could work quite well. His spot's been played before from CEX, but it's not actually ended up leading to anything. So it'd be interesting to see if he can manage anything with this type of rifle. Not usually seen in the games that we've cast so far. So interesting to see how this round plays out.
Right now, Newcastle Jaguars just playing off the default, trying to see if they can get an opening frag, but Icarus may be up to give one up to Fraser. Pixels away from each other, they don't even know it. It's going down there, trying to get a flush out in early presence, and Fraser does catch Icarus off guard, doesn't realise. And maybe an AWP are watching, but now they know that the AWP is in play on this part of the map. I guess he assumed that when Resi fell back that was all the presence gone, but no, not to be, watching in from checkers. The remainder of the team, so let's put some nades down towards the A-bombs, and they might be trying to sell the fake, and indeed they are. Look at this, the quick rotations come back, it's only going to be Rezu with the AUG up to defend. Flashbangs in, coming back, on the way, but he's got to get these 2 headshots. He gets the first back on Blaze. 3 versus 5 with LS now in position to support from the cross. Shreddy goes falling, and that's the bomb dropped to the CT half the map. Rezu will fall, but LS has got this locked down. No, Artemis gets the trade, and Lextra is going to get straight on towards default and get that bomb planted. 3 versus 2 retake. Damage has been done to Artemis, so this could still work out, but Extra's going to have to be the damage dealer. Square spotted, Spray taken down, and now both players are extremely low. It's going to take some serious headshots and last sprays. They're spotted, both of them. He's taking out Nuke Dog. It's all on Fraser with the AWP. He's looking for a rifle. None are about. The M4 is in play now. Artemis is low. He's been spotted, and Fraser will burn alive, but Extra peeks wide. And Fraser will be able to win that fight any day of the week. A 14th has been scored by CEX.
Yeah, unfortunately for those Newcastle Jaguars players, just a little too low HP to really sort of bring that one home to their downfall. CEX are going to get back into winning ways in this CT side. We're starting to wonder maybe if they were starting to fall off a little bit, but well, rest assured, rounds are now back on the board. And interesting to see if they can keep this one and carry it through. What's the scoreboard look like? Have we seen any emerging? Resi doing certainly a good job at the moment. LS as well. 2 players for CEX. Quite good in terms of KD. Square actually able to find a frag onto Blaze. This game keeps giving.
CEX returning fire, trying their best to done out here. Big dog. Close. It's a little bit damage from Artemis, but pullback actually legs it very nicely. Johnny will have no idea that that even came through. But will that come back to bite Artemis later on? Is he still going to keep lurking? He's putting shots on shots down. Nicarus trying to gain mid control. They should be giving it up relatively easily. There's no one except the player out towards Z connector. Lextra spots Rezu as well, tags him up, going to keep pushing in towards the B bomb site, try and sell the fake again. It's actually calling a rotation. Take a look at this one from Zed coming through. Extra takes down LS. Square spots out Lextra, however, takes him down. We trade back to 3 versus 3. It's all going to come down to Nuke Dog. The AWP at close. Spotted, takes down Shreddy, drops the bomb, looks in for a second. No, Artemis will take him right back out, getting a little bit of revenge for that earlier wall banger leg shot. Bomb will go down. 2 versus 2. Defuse kit on Rezu and Square. And they're going to go quickly in towards this one, get control of Forklift, get straight on top of Electric Box, and try to spy Artemis here on the site. Rezu going to wrap back around, take him down. It's all going to come down to Icarus with the AWP. Wait for the cross to come through from Square. He has no idea. I don't think Rezu spotted him either. Flashbang to flash him out. It's not going to happen. Smoke comes through. He's still flat, takes down Rezu, and they wait. They're trying to see if they can bait him out. The AWP quick flicks on towards Square. And CEX will not be allowed to progress any further. Newcastle Jaguars will reset that CT side and get them the hype train, the comeback train, back on track.
The comeback train, but it's... What would be interesting here, actually, is if we were to see a... I mean, I've been wrong about everything today, but CEX... they're capable of winning these. Pistols, upgraded pistols. It'd be a bit embarrassing for Newcastle Jaguars. They're expected to win, but there's just something about the way that CEX sort of are when they have these upgraded pistols. It's like they move with a little bit of extra confidence. They know they're not expected to win the round, and I think they just try things. And I think sometimes it works out for them. But we'll certainly see what happens here as they start heading towards the B side. Actually, look at where Rezu is at the moment, able to find one frag, and surely not going to be the case here as Rezu finds one, and it's all on Electra.
Oh my god!
Well.
I cannot believe that is what we just witnessed, because they left one player in one crucial position back towards checkers. That's how CEX won their round, and they're going to claim that point. Should have been checked, 100% it should have been checked, and now thanks to that massive deficit that Newcastle Jaguars have managed to claim, they're in a really, really bad spot. 15-8 now on Newcastle Jaguars map pick as well. AWP, AK's coming out, but this needs to be a victory, and they need to run 7 rounds in a row to go to overtime. This is going to be a very, very difficult prospect. The T side spread out across their line. We've got Nuke Dog getting close range. LS also trying to find a lurk position, but again, these frags need to be desperate. Fraser up against Electra. Electra going to get forced back away. Newcastle Jaguars playing so spread out. How are they going to get this back?
It's definitely going to be a bit of a tricky one for them here, especially if CeX are able to find an early pick and really throw off Newcastle Jaguars. I think that's exactly what CeX want. That's exactly what they'll get. Fraser's going to have to take down Electra really early on, and I think that's just going to really sort of mess with the overall focus there, as Blaze isn't able to find either of the two players he tries to aim down on, and nothing's going in the favour of Newcastle Jaguars here. Icarus is going to be the last player remaining with an ult. Interesting to see if we can do anything here, but unfortunately for them, everything's just not going to plan.
Absolutely not. 1v5, trying to get the no-scope. No, Rezu will take him down 16-8. That